Hey guys, welcome to the studio. Today I would love to address something. Last week I released a song and I told everyone that it is using a tiny bit of AI in there. If you want to listen to the full song, it's linked down below in the description. It's my first release this year. It's the first one where I actually use AI on music that is actually being put out there. And just really quick to clarify, it's just a tiny bit. It's like one of the vocal layers. The main vocal is done by a human, the singing is human, the lyrics are done by a human, the entire production is done by me. And I just felt like I would love to have like a second track underneath of the voice that is female. Back in the days, I would have to get a female singer-songwriter in the studio, record her. This would add cost, and I wouldn't have done it. Like the song would be released without it. So in this case, it actually enabled me to do something that I otherwise just wouldn't. And I think in this case, everyone can agree that AI is actually something good. And also using ChatGPT and all other tools in my daily life is just saving me a whole lot of time and improving actually what I do. So that's at least positive to me. But I understand there are a bunch of negative things, especially the more and more AI advanced, it will be less a tool as it is right now. It will be more like just typing in prompts and generating an entire song from scratch, and everyone will be able to do it. So let's go through some of the big negative things we definitely need to address. So first, we got lack of emotion and authentic sound. That's debatable, but right now you can still hear the difference 100%. We got ethical issues, job loss. For example, in the voiceover scene, you can take someone's voice, train an AI with it, and you don't have to pay that person anymore, and you get the same crispy, nice, deep voiceover sound for your, I don't know, documentary or for advertisement. Then we got the debate about creativity and repetition. The AI is always based on what was already done, so it can't really do something new. It just can take stuff that exists and combine it in a new way. Then probably the biggest issue is copyright. The AIs are illegally trained on music that is copyrighted, that someone made. It's learning from it, taking parts of it, and creating something new. People should be credited. The AIs shouldn't be allowed to use copyrighted material without consent. And there needs to be, in the future, a way to make sure the people, their music was used to create it, to get paid and credited. But I absolutely don't know how to do it. That's something politicians have to decide and come up with something smart, which is really, really hard. And I haven't heard about anyone actually suggesting something that is practical and doable. Then the next big point, market saturation. You can imagine if it takes, instead of 40, 60, 80 hours to make a song and collaborating with a bunch of people, just using the AI with some prompts, you're a lot faster. You can make hundreds of songs per day. It's really endless. And the market will be saturated. It will be even harder for humans, musicians, to stand out and stick out. There's a lot more competition. And I'd say right now an AI is easily beating someone that is making music for 5 years plus. Like, you need to, at least to make music for 5, 6 years to be on par with what the AI does in seconds. So for me, it's a little frustrating. I'm doing music already like for 15, 18 years. And a friend of mine that doesn't know anything could make something that actually beats my first 5 to 8 years of music making and my early releases in quality, style, creativity. Like, it's really just better, to be honest. So for new people entering the music making scene, singers, songwriters, guitar players, all of them, they really need to step up to be above the AI. And the more the AI advances, it will be a lot harder, to a point where it's almost pointless to make music in the traditional way, which would be like really sad because making music is really fun. On the other hand, we got the positive stuff. Like, as my example, I was able to make something that I just couldn't otherwise. It like enhances creativity to some point and degree. If you're stuck making a song, you could get inspired by AI. You could make maybe 5, 6 demos, pick the best one, and then actually recreate it in some way and make it even better. I absolutely love the increased accessibility for new producers, new musicians to actually make music. I'm part of this generation. Like 20 years ago, I couldn't make music because you needed a fully equipped studio and a bunch of money and like 5-6 people working on it and people recording. Nowadays, like since, I don't know, 20 years, 15 years, I can just make music myself just with a computer, which is great. Like there are a lot of talents, a lot of musicians you love and like their music that just wouldn't be there without the advancement in technology. It reduces cost, obviously. And I think the biggest point, and my biggest point where I'm actually afraid of, is what the big companies will do. Let's just take Spotify. I tried like years ago, just for testing reasons, to upload white noise. White noise is just like noise. It's nothing fancy, but there's a bunch of like white noise on Spotify that gets millions and millions of plays because people use it to calm down their baby, to fall asleep. It's something I could make in my computer within seconds. Just record it, upload it, and like the white noise has more streams than my entire music I ever made. Which is kind of sad, but Spotify restricts you actually from doing so. I tried it. There is no way. It's not allowed, but it's still up there. And I don't have any proof for it, but I think the white noise part actually belongs to Spotify. It's the easiest way for them to make 100% of the money, because Spotify's biggest cost is paying the artists, which they do in a very unfair way, but that's maybe another video topic. And now just if AI advances a little more, I see a future where musicians will have a really hard time, except maybe for the really big ones that are more about marketing than actually making music, to compete with by Spotify generated AI music that just ends up in playlists. For example, my wife, she just opens up Spotify, goes onto a chill house playlist, hits play, doesn't care about who made the song, what it's called, it's just playing in the background and it's generating money for the artist. Now, if Spotify replaces the artist by own AI generated music, no one, I think most listeners won't really care. As long as the music is good enough to be played in the background, they're happy and fine with it. So the second Spotify does that, and like a friend of mine that works closely with them knows that they're already like developing something similar like this, it will be a huge cut for artists out there, because then the market will be flooded with AI music and will cut the revenue of the normal artist, the human artist. That's why in another video I said I have maybe 5 more years to actually make money with music. Maybe something else will come up. Maybe there will be a law. Maybe Spotify won't do it to support artists. I don't know, but the possibility is there. And in my experience, if there's more money for a company, they'll do it. I also think there will be a market for strictly no AI music, but it will be a small market, same as vinyl nowadays. It has like a steady fan base. But with AI music or non-AI music, it will be even harder because there's no way to tell. Like, you can't prove that AI wasn't used in your music really, and like in a couple of years you won't be able to hear it. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Maybe there will be a tool to detect if the music was made with AI, same as you can detect if a text was made with ChatGPT, at least as of right now. But there are also tools to humanize it, so it's not going to be detected anymore. It's a really weird situation that will change a lot, 100%. But no matter if you like AI or don't, it's coming. And with all new technology, my opinion is embrace it as much as you can, otherwise you're left behind. So I'm using AI for my music to an extent where I still have fun making music, like just generating with prompts a song and upload it. It's for me no option, but using it to generate maybe a specific sound, maybe generating some spoken vocals, maybe to enhance the singing of a person, using ChatGPT for suggestions for the lyrics is something I'll do 100%. At the end, I'm the one deciding what of this is actually being used in the song, so human is still overseeing the entire process, but it will be interesting. Let me know about your opinion. Are you using AI? Are you strictly against it? And where do you see the future of it? Thanks a lot for watching. Again, if you're interested, down below in the description is my first song that uses a tiny bit of AI in it. I actually like it. I hope you enjoy it as well. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and check out the song, link down below in the description. That's it.